By the way, did you two know that this was an infinite staircase? Technically, if you didn't have the right credentials, you could climb this for the rest of your life. Astounding, isn't it? You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, everybody. What the hell am I doing here? I mean, for God's sakes, a few weeks ago, I was kidnapped by a deranged child star. And now I'm going to some alternate dimension or whatever? Hey, shut up! I didn't want you to come either, but Father Martin said that the man in black had a liking to you. So, be quiet. We're here to save our brother. Do you understand that? Our brother! Oh, that is not fair. That is not fair. Shh, you two. I see it. We have arrived at the Man in Black's castle. In order to enter the Man in Black's domain, we must answer this question. What is the meaning of life? Happiness? Food?
Access granted.
There we are. Come on. Food? Really? What about Ginny and Emily? I was trying to think like the Man in Black, okay? I'm sorry. Here we are. Look over there, you two. That is the void, where numbers are brought into life, structuring reality. Wait, if numbers are alive, does that mean that they could be out to get us? Should I be afraid? And over there are the bookkeepers, collecting all of the information in the universe. Ah, Father Martin, Gorman, Harold. The Master is expecting you. Please follow the blue tape that has been provided for you. Each individual here is expected to follow their line, as deviation from it wastes time, and we can't be having any of that now, can we? Thank you. Right. To be clear with the rule, is this a balance on the tape situation, or walk in a close proximity to it? I'm going to try, I'll follow it. Alright, so the sign says to stand here. And Father Martin will enter through the door for optimal dramatic effect. This is way too complicated. "2 years ago, you came to me, begging for your agents' lives. You promised me access to the Seventh Sword. I was willing to comply. After all, the Dark Souls had used an illegal scene eye to find your agents' locations. But then I discovered that you had used charms to retrieve the before documents. I chose to forget this, if you would give them to me. And now you come to me a third time." Well, the answer is no. I am not playing this internal game with you. We are not friends. I will see you... My God. So it's it's true what they say. The universe has become so real that it's dying. Oh, my old friend. Do not touch me! I do not give mercy. I do not expect it. The universe is so real that it's dying. What utter nonsense. This wound was caused by the seventh sword. The pain comes and goes just as quickly. I suppose Gorman and Harold have never heard this story, have they? Very well. I will tell it. 2 years ago, I tried to pull the seventh sword from its pedestal. I had heard tales that it was the key to unlocking the great truth. Yet, no sooner had I grabbed hold of its hilt than I felt a searing pain course through me. I looked down and saw that it had burned my hand. I called forth the smartest human beings of planet Earth, men of physics, men of mathematics, men that were respected by this world, who I had honored because they had made themselves in my image. Yet it burned their hands as well. I couldn't understand it. I am science. I am everything. What could I be missing that the seventh sword wants? I am sorry, my friend. That is not how the seventh sword works. The seventh sword can only be used by those with good intentions towards this existence. When you touched it, it could sense that you were going to use it to further your own goals. And so, it would not work with you. Nor will it work for any of your smart human beings, because many of them are only trying to make themselves in your image. No, you will never touch that sword. What do you know? What do any of you know? You want me to save Seth? Well, I won't do it. Did you know that he was on my hit list? Yes, I'll show you. Right here, below Marissa Boulevard, and just ahead of Gorman Lewis. Hey, why is he dragging me into this? So the answer is no. I have no reason to give you the before documents, therefore you will not be receiving them. Now, leave my dominion at once before I have you erased from existence. That is all. My friend, you are hurting, and I only want to help you. When will you realize that mercy is not a weakness, but a strength? If you would do what is right instead of what makes sense, you could make this world into a divine place. But you want the great truth, and one day you may get it. But you should know that there is a price to pay. Hey, Man in Black, listen. I don't know if I have the right to say this, but I know what you're going through, believe me. My brothers can be idiots sometimes, and I'm sure they've caused you all sorts of problems. But, you know, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. And if you help us out, I promise that I will make sure Seth never again messes around with your rules. That's a promise. Harold Douglas, you surprise me. Of all my creation, you are the most beautiful. Sometimes I swear it's like looking into a mirror. Yes, I will help you, but there is a condition. I want you to join my army. I will call for you whenever I need you. Is that understood? Sure, dude. You wanna shake on that? A handshake. Very well. And keep in mind, I'm doing this for you, not for them. Now go before I change my mind. Oh man, who got the before documents from the man in black? Harold Douglas, that's who. What? Well, it did work. Man, though, Science is a real douchebag, isn't he? Oh, well, I don't know. I feel he's trying to do his duty, you know? What do you think, Father Martin? I think that he's lonely. I think that he's forgotten himself. But maybe one day he'll remember. At any rate, we've got the before documents. It's time for us to go home.